Welcome to Your Morning on CN8. Coming to you live this Wednesday morning, September 28th, from the CN8 studios, with what you need to start your day. Now your hosts, Connie Cola and Greg Coy.
Drinking water, as we've told you throughout our program and throughout our coverage of the hurricane, is a scarce commodity in the hurricane-ravaged Gulf. It can mean the difference between life and death. A new cutting-edge technology might be able to provide much-needed help. A company called Hydration Technologies has come up with a water purification device that can turn dangerous muck into potable drinking water. Rick Arnold is retired from the Air Force and an expert on preparedness. He joins us now from the studio this morning with what it seems like something right out of a movie, but it's technology that's real, and it does work.
Sure does. Right.
What is it? Tell us about it.
Well, what it is, it's a water filtration device. It combines two bags. It's a bag within a bag, if you will, and a membrane that actually rejects or filters the water as it comes through the membrane.
And do you have some of these down, in Louisiana, in Mississippi, in other parts of the Gulf?
Sure do. Right after the hurricane hit, we had about 25,000 of these were brought down. The Army actually donated them to the Gulf Coast area to get to the National Guard as well as the civilians down there.
Hey, we're watching video of one of the soldiers using the device, taking it right out of a lake, it almost seems, and pouring it into the bag that you're holding for our viewers right now. And that works, the filtration device?
It sure does. It's a very simple process. It's the same way that a tree gets water from the ground. Through osmosis, forward osmosis in this case, there's no pressure other than the osmotic pressure that the tree, or in this case the bag, creates. So what you do is you scoop up the bad water, as you saw the soldier doing, and then you take the sugar charge, and this is the magic in combination.
This would be the bad water, right?
This would be the bad water.
Let's put a little bad water, a little polluted water.
No. That's actually the good drink there now.
All right.
That's what's been created. So if you hold that up,
all right,
we'll go ahead and
put that there.
a little wet there.
All right, go ahead.
There we go. So when you pour it out, what went in looking like that, now it comes out looking like that.
Now, is this clean water?
It sure is. What it has actually produced now is a watered-down nutrient or sports water drink. So if you take a drink of that, you'll taste a lemon lime, slightly sugar-flavored water.
I'm not going to pass out, and Connie's going to do the show by herself.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
What's in this device? Well, you know what? I'm going to try this.
Okay.
I'm going to trust you here.
The proof's in the water.
Proof's in the water. It's in the glass.
Roger that.
This tastes like Gatorade. And this was soiled water. This was murky water.
Right. I just took it right out of a pond last night before we came here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's in the packet that you use?
Well, what happens is you have the filter, if you will, that has the membrane in it, and then you have 10 of the sugar or nutrient charges. When you put the nutrient charge in the inner bag and then pour the dirty water into the outer bag, what creates is a situation of being unequal on either side of the membrane. So it draws nothing but the water actually down to hydrogen and oxygen across the membrane through that osmotic pressure, creating that nutrient drink, and it rejects everything else down to 5 angstroms, which is very small. It's down to the atomic level.
Now you're using this also in the Persian Gulf, right? With soldiers over there.
Sure are. You bet, Greg. They've been using it with great success to filter out water that normally they've been told up until they got this product that they couldn't use before. Now they're using it.
Which then leads me to wonder, why hasn't this device been sent over by the millions to almost every single evacuee still deciding to live there, having to deal with not having potable water?
Well, that's a great question, but it was just like your reaction to initially drinking that water. When people see something that looks like this right here, they don't immediately or readily think, I'm going to drink that. And so it's getting them over that mindset, or what we used to call in the Air Force Survival School, their water aversions. Once people get over their water aversion and then trust the equipment that they can have at their disposal, then it's a no-brainer at that point.
You've been involved for 25 years in evacuation preparedness and all that, and helping soldiers deal with disaster. The President's considering an option now, having the military take charge in certain disasters. Much debate about it in Congress. What's your thoughts as someone who's been there on the ground and now even helping out?
Well, of course, I'm a little biased being a 25-year veteran, but I think that when it comes to law and order and then organization, the military is great at that. That's what we get paid to do, from the taxpayer. And then at that point, when the public can work together with the military, it just creates a great symbiotic, relationship. I think it works real well from there.
And your device, how many of these are right now? How many of these are going out to the people?
They're going out there in thousands. There's about 25,000 of them that are down there in the Gulf region right now, and more on the way.
Okay. Chief Rick Arnold, thank you for joining us this morning with a fascinating device from his company. We're going to toss it over to Hydration Technologies, which is very fascinating, and the water is good to drink.
It's drinkable. That was really interesting. Thanks, Greg.